What's up, kitty cats? Will Balton coming at you with the AAA preview in the Dream League. Let's get started with no further ado. Tonight, we got the first game. 4-seeded Old Boys against the 5th seed Bonsai. There's not much to say. Old Boys gonna roll this game. You wanna know why? Bonsai, complete joke. They make me laugh. They make me cry. They make me spit. As of today, word is they have 3 players showing up. They're gonna pick up 2 cats off the street and try to make a go at it. But you know what? That's not going to fly in the Dream League rules. So we're going to have to let them roll. But expect them to get crushed anyways. The Old Boys took care of matters 56-32 in their last matchup, which was just a couple weeks ago. I expect it to be even worse this time. I expect a 30-point win. Jason Kwok, my MVP candidate, off the Old Boys, averaging 11.9 points, 8.4 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 3.9 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. Eat your heart outs there, fantasy owners. Eat your heart outs. He's going to have a grade A game, much like he's been averaging all season. Nick Gao ought to go buck well in the post, and Danny Shao is going to be lighting it up from downtown. Ali Govani, 9.9 rebound man, 2.1 blocks, second in the AAA. Field day. This is going to be an easy cakewalk for Old Boys. Bonsai will be bounced, one and done. I mean, they got no one coming. Who's showing up? Jerry Tanaka, Root Canal, Jay Ha Huang, unlikely. Their roster is 14 deep. They can't even manage to get 5 guys. I'm not going to talk about them. Next game on Sunday, 3rd-seeded Care Bears versus 6th-seed Badunkadunk. I love that team name, by the way. Good choice, guys. Good call, Rich Chang. Care Bears, winners of 4 straight to close out the season to snag a double elimination spot. That's called playing with heart, baby. Knowing what needed to be done and doing what they had to do. They finished above 500, got that double elimination slot, set themselves up nicely for the playoffs. And this is a team that likes to run. They're 10 deep, 10. They play a 10-man rotation. When they have practice, they go 5-on-5, full squad, full force. They beat each other up. They know what's up. They're led by Jack Ma, another MVP candidate, averaging 13.1 points, 7 rebounds, 3.6 steals, and 3.6 assists, 1.8 steals a game. That's called a stat sheet stuffer. Him and Kwok, I like those 2 guys as all-league first-teamers in the AAA. Will Poon, the Punisher, will also be bringing his pain in this game and will be laying the wood to Badunkadunk. So Care Bears will be looking to run as they have expendable players. Their players, each person has another backup. They just continually feed off that system. They go on and on and on and on and on. The Badunkadunk team, very interesting team. Everything hinges on whether Eden Trang shows up or not. This water squirt out of Vancouver, Canada is the man. He showed up only for 5 games this season. Every game he showed up, he's a difference maker. However, in 2 games against the Care Bears, 1 game he didn't show up, 1 game he showed up in the 4th quarter and had 1 point. It'll be interesting to see if he comes in the 1st quarter before tip-off, not in the 2nd quarter, not in the 3rd, but the 1st quarter, Eden, if you show up, will the Badunkadunk team be a different team? They've gotten steamrolled left and right this season, but that's because you haven't been there. You are the Jordan for their team. Let's get that straight. 15.4 points a game, 4th in the league, 4.2 assists, 2nd in the league. Everything hinges on you. You're going to be there for your team, you're going to drop out and be a punk again. Alright? Milton Hahn, where you been? You're at scores more than you are at the gym. What's up? Are you going to show or no? Rich, you got to reel in your team. You got talent on the squad. Vinny Yu, Simon Chang, these guys are ballers, but you need Eden, you need Milton. The veterans, the force, they've got to bring it. Not just the game, not just the body, they got to bring the whole package. This game is a toss-up, in my opinion, if Eden Chang comes. Eden Chang comes, it's slight nod to them. If not, Care Bears. Following that game is going to be another very interesting game that honestly I can't tell. It's 2-seeded Corliers against the 7th-seed Funky Skills. Funky Skills were looking like the worst team in the history of the universe. They've started the season 0-7. They've won 2 in a row. Is it any coincidence that the fact they won 2 in a row since they signed Bong Lee Takanuchi off the wires? No. Bong Lee is bringing them to the promised land. Okay, the whole entire identity has changed with this guy. They suddenly went from the laughingstocks of the division to now a possible dark horse contender. That's how good he is. They just knocked off the Cavaliers last week in their last regular season game after the Cavaliers handed them a loss in Bongley's first game as he was still working the kinks out. But last week they beat them 52-46, so they had a head-to-head split with the Cavaliers. So this game is going to be the all-important rubber match. Who's going to want it more? We'll see on Sunday. The Cavaliers will be led by Jeff Two, 16.6 points per game, shooting a phenomenal 57.1% clip to lead the AAA. And they carry 3 of the top 6 three-point shooters in the division in Drew Chen, Rick Wong, and Dan Chu. That's going to be an important fact to them. If those 3 can get on track, this is going to be a long day for the Funky, and they may just have to pack up after all. But if those 3 are not on, and Bongley is doing his thing, feeding Sato to the left, getting Jimmy down low, this game could be a potential upset. I smell upset, but we'll see. And finally, next week, we've got the first-seeded Knights, undefeated 9-0 team against the last seed, 8th seed Villains. This game, the initial matchup in the regular season went 47-29 in the Knights' favor. This team is deep, it's talented. They've got Stan Young leading the league in assists, leading them. They've got Tommy Shack leading the league in scoring, leading them at 19.3 points a game. It goes on and on. Carson Yu, Alex Tam, Greg Wong. Their list of players is impressive. They have an all-star caliber team in their starting 5, and I look for them to roll against the Villains. The Villains, they've got Kenneth Chan, who's a bulldog down low, averaging 15 points and 12.7 rebounds a game, picking up 6 double-doubles this season, but they will simply be overmatched and overwhelmed by the Knights. So until next week, I'm signing off here. Will Balton. I'll catch you on the flip side.